It's great that we can all meet here today to network with each other, to get our activists working for the success of our party, and I hope you're all enjoying yourself. If you don't know me, my name is Roger Quilliam. I'm 22 years old. I'm an activist, a student, a worker, and a proud member of the NEC for UKIP. I started getting involved in activism when I was just 16. Growing up at a time of historic political moments, such as the Brexit referendum, the election of Donald Trump as the United States President, this forced me to develop my political ideology and just learn more about the world in general. I started to learn not through school or through the mainstream media, but through citizen journalism on social media, about the evils of communism, the dangers of radical Islam, and the threat of mass migration, as well as the degeneracy of atheistic, materialistic liberalism and individualism. I realised that the values I held of family, community, patriotism, justice, and Christian morals were not fringe far-right beliefs, but normal views held by millions of people all across the country. But when I entered college, and I got involved in the debate societies and the politics societies, I noticed that more and more hostility towards people holding my viewpoints. I'd be forced to apologise or even threatened to be removed from these societies just for holding unpopular opinions. This slander campaign then came. I was labelled a transphobe for saying there are only two genders, a racist for talking about migration, an Islamophobe for calling out the dangers of radical Islam, and a misogynist for criticising radical feminism. All of this naming and shaming only strengthened me in my confidence for my views and my beliefs. And in 2020 we had a turning point. We had lockdowns, health propaganda, coerced vaccinations, forced face coverings, track and trace, businesses closed permanently, mental health issues skyrocketing, and children being denied an education. This national suicide was apparent enough to radicalise anyone. But that was only the political and economic side of things. We also witnessed cultural madness. Black Lives Matter riots, statues being vandalised and pulled down, the police kneeling to race baiters, anarchy and violence on our streets, confused teenagers being told to mutilate their bodies. That year, millions of patriots woke up. The British Lion began to roar. We started to educate ourselves on the deep state, on what the agenda was that was being pushed, and all the motivations behind this. We began the fight to take back our freedom. Thousands upon thousands of patriots began to get involved in activism and citizen journalism. Like all of you here today, I was one of them. I started to attend protests organised by Turning Point UK, Disciples of Christ, and UKIP. Through this, I networked and made contacts with our party leader and others. I volunteered to help with filming interviews and speeches, and helped to get protests organised. The loyalty and commitment to the cause paid off, and last year I was invited to join the National Executive Committee for our party. Ever since, I've been championing the UKIP cause: independence, sovereignty, patriotism, nationalism, Christianity, standing up for what is good, right, true and beautiful. But none of this would have been possible without the good work of our leader. Nick Tenconi has been tirelessly championing our party by campaigning across the country and standing side by side with patriots to oppose mass immigration and advocate for mass deportations and remigration. UKIP is the only party that is strong enough to fix the country and who has a leader that is patriotic and has the guts to do so. Together, I believe and I know that we will take our country back, that we will rid our nation of those who hate us, that we will free ourselves from Islamism and communism, and that we will do all of this in the name of God. Patriots, we will win, and it will be glorious. Thank you very much.